two things I want to say. One, the Galaxy S21 FE is one of the most underrated phones of all time, and it's better than the Galaxy S22. Yeah. Now, the Galaxy S21 FE has flew under a lot of people's radars because it came out so close to the S22. But one thing that I will say is that based on my day-to-day use with it, it's miles better than the S22 despite its popularity. But based on my day-to-day use with it, it's miles better despite its popularity. The S21 FE has a much better battery life than the S22. It gave me a smoother software experience. It has a more durable build quality. And the main reason why it's better than the S22 is because it's cheaper despite being superior. And believe me, this is not a knock on the S22 at all, but I want you guys to get the bang for your buck. And in my honest opinion, I feel like the S21 FE is the perfect phone for that. And also it has a very similar camera, software, and pretty much overall experience. Now, starting with design, the Galaxy S21 FE has a very similar yet cheaper look than the Galaxy S22. And it's good because they decided to stick to a design that many people know within the Galaxy S22, S22 Plus, and S23 lineup. And it also has cheaper materials, so it's more durable. But besides the materials being pretty cheap, the design is really good and reliable. So if they were going to keep the exact same look but go with a cheaper route, this is a look that they should do it with. So if you are someone who is a fan of the Galaxy S21, S22, and S23, the S21 FE is perfect for you. And I want to show you guys why it's such a great phone. But before I do that, I want to give a special shout out to my partners, Powai. Now, Powai is a company that makes high quality products that can improve the quality of your pet's life. And one of the easiest, most efficient ways to improve the quality of your pet's life is to provide them with clean drinking water. And that's why I would like to introduce the brand new Powai Mobile Smart Pet Fountain. Now, what this water fountain does is provide a 5-layer filtration system and kill 99.9% bacteria present in the source water. This smart water fountain is completely coreless, so you can put it anywhere in the house or even outside. It has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that can last up to 30 days. Also, you don't need a fancy charger at all since it's USB-C compatible. You also have the Powai app that monitors and records your pet's drinking habits and also can monitor the volume of the water. And lastly, this fountain has a smart motion sensor that will activate when your pet is within 2 meters. And if you like Powai's smart water fountain, you can get up to 40% off when you sign up on their website. Also, the link will be down in the description and comment section. So if you want your pet to have clean drinking water, the Powai Smart Water Fountain is the best way to go. Now, let's get back to the video. And the phone looks the exact same as the Galaxy S22 from the power button all the way down to the speakers, USB-C port, and the back. But looking at its color, the version that I have is blue, and this is one of my favorite colors that's been released. It has a very plasticky feel that gives it much better durability while still looking good. And I really like how it keeps that nice consistency all around. Now, looking at the display, the Galaxy S21 FE has a 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED display that, just like the regular S22, was pretty good. Whenever I was scrolling through my phone, it looked very nice. Everything looked good. The responsiveness was very precise, and I had no complaints about the overall feel. But the only complaint that I had was the fact that the resolution wasn't that great. And because of the price, I really had no major complaints about it, and I was pretty much satisfied. The Galaxy S21 FE has a 120Hz refresh rate. Scrolling through the OS and many different apps felt as smooth as ever, and I was really happy that it was able to keep up after a year of use. The phone can also drop down to 60Hz. So if you're someone who doesn't really care about 120 and you want to preserve battery life, you have that option. And I think that this is a good look for the S21 FE because it's very similar to top tier phones. Now, coming back to the display, the bezels are pretty small. Right here, you can see that they're wrapped nicely around the screen and are much cleaner. The hole punch camera is also very small, so it won't bother you whenever you're using your phone. Now, when it comes to display, the Galaxy S21 FE is at 700 nits, which is below average for whenever you're using your phone outside. Whenever the sun was shining, I was always struggling to see, and I hope they improve the brightness for future models. And now when it comes to the size of the S21 FE, I can't tell you guys whether or not you will love it or hate it, but I do want to list some pros and cons that you can look out for. Now, the pros of having a big screen is that the viewing experience is much better. The battery is bigger, so it'll be able to last longer, and bigger phones tend to have slightly better resolution. Now, the cons of having a big screen is that it makes it much harder to use with one hand. Trying to simply reach to the top of the screen requires more work, and you'll need some pretty big pockets if you want to store your phone. But again, I want to let you guys outweigh the pros and cons because everyone's needs are different. The responsiveness still holds up very well after a year of use. And unlike the Galaxy S22, this phone rarely got hot at all. And I feel like the materials helped out with it a lot. No matter what temperature I was in, where I was at, etc. The S21 FE always managed to stay cool, and I can really appreciate that. And that's why sometimes I do like plastic backs because I rarely ever get an overheating problem. Now, the resolution and viewing experience of the Galaxy S21 FE's display is an amazing benefit, especially especially when it comes to doing things like watching movies, watching content, and playing games. It only has a 1080p resolution, but still looks pretty great in person. I was able to see everything very clearly when watching videos. Playing games on it was as fun as ever, and I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it will look like when watching something and playing the game.
To the basket, and Jordan Poole now with 20, Curry with 22, Thompson with 22, Grant Williams misses a three, Brogdon
Now the S21 FE has a 4500 mAh battery that on a day-to-day basis gave me amazing results, and I was able to use it for most of the day. And mind you, I'm the type of person that is usually on my phone doing things like writing scripts, planning B-roll, shooting videos, scrolling through social media, watching YouTube videos, and texting my friends. And I'm usually getting over 6 hours of on-screen time a day, and I charge my phone twice a day, once right before I go to bed and a full charge on my portable charger. And most of the time I did use it to the max, and it was still able to perform very good. So if you do get the S21 FE, the battery won't be an issue at all. And if I could give a quick estimate, I would say my battery is usually on 35% by the end of the day, which is really good. But again, this is with help since I use the portable charger. And the last thing that I wanted to touch on when it came to battery was the charging. I use a 30-watt charger, and my phone was able to charge from 0 to 100% in under an hour. And I honestly think that's pretty good, especially for a phone of this price. And the charge times were very comparable to many other top tier phones. Now looking at software, the S21 FE supports Android 13. And just like on any other Android, you have the app drawer that holds and categorizes all your apps. You have the wallpaper system that has been on Samsung's for a pretty good amount of time, but is still able to feel as smooth as ever. And you have many more minor things that make the phone feel even sleeker. And I'm gonna be honest, I felt the sleekness all the way through. And over the years, Samsung has built its reputation for having very sleek phones. So I'm not surprised at all when I say that the S21 FE handles the software really well. The software was very smooth and worked well. It felt just like the S22 Plus, and I feel like most of you guys will realize that in terms of software, it's really not that much different from other top tier to mid-range phones. I also decided to test out some games on my S21 FE. I play Asphalt 9, which is a game that can really test out the chip, and as you can see right here, it held up really well. I was getting lags at first, but after a while of playing, it finally caught on, and I was pretty much happy with the result. Now, when it comes to haptics, they were okay if I'm being honest. There were many times where I would have my phone on vibrate. Sometimes I would get the notification, and sometimes I really couldn't feel the vibrations at all. So overall, I would say that they're not that trustworthy, especially if you put your phone on a softer surface. And now the final thing that I want to note is that the S21 FE will be getting 3 more years worth of software upgrades. So when it comes to longevity, it's definitely got you covered. Now, just like the S22 Plus, the S21 FE has some really loud speakers that were pretty good whenever I used them. I would usually use them in the house whenever watching videos on social media or YouTube, and I didn't really have to turn it all the way up because it was pretty loud on the mid to higher tiers of volume. I also tested out how they sounded when playing music, and if I'm being honest, they're loud. The quality isn't the best, but that's pretty much most smartphones. But again, if you're waking up in the morning, getting ready, playing music on it, it really won't be that bad. I also tested out the S21 FE as my alarm, and if I'm being honest, compared to most iPhones or Pixels, it wasn't as loud, and this resulted in me having to set a lot of alarms because I didn't really trust me using only one alarm. So hopefully Samsung fixes this, but as far as notifications go, I pretty much got every notification. And to show you guys what it's like when watching movies or playing a game or watching content, I'm going to give you guys an idea of how the speakers sound. Now the Galaxy S21 FE has a 12 megapixel main camera along with a 8 megapixel telephoto camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and based on my usage over the past year, I would say that the pictures are pretty okay at best. Now starting with zoom modes, the S21 FE has a couple of different zoom modes, and of course the quality gets dumbed down a little bit, but I feel like Samsung did a really good job. It really didn't matter if I was in ultra wide or close-ups, the quality didn't dumb down to the point where it was unbearable, so I was more inclined to use it. Now when it comes to shutter speed, if I'm being honest, it's really not that good compared to any other phone, and I feel like this is specifically a Samsung problem because if you look right here, you'll see that it takes a little longer for me to get more shots off. And now next up, I want to show you guys how the camera performed in different environments, and the first environment that I will be starting with is daytime. Now looking at the outside photos, the selfies were okay at best. I personally think that as a person of color, they are pretty lackluster and basically made me look lighter than I actually am. Also, the sharpness on my face makes it look less realistic when compared to the Google Pixel or the iPhone, where the sharpening isn't overtaking the photo. I also took some photos of random street objects, the sky, different aspects of nature, and I can honestly say that the S21 FE held up very well in these environments, and I'm pretty impressed since the sharpness did a lot better on the main camera. Now taking a look at inside photos, the S21 FE was able to capture everything very nice, and I found the pictures to be slightly less aggressive than the outside photos in terms of sharpness. Whenever I took selfies at night, it didn't look good because again it made me look lighter than I actually am, and the brightness didn't correlate as well. Now when it comes to shooting video, the S21 FE is a really good phone that was able to capture high quality shots. You have many different modes and frame rates to choose from, starting at HD all the way up until 4K, and as far as frame rate, you have 30 and 60. And right here I'm giving you an example of 4K 30 and 4K 60. Me personally, I prefer 4K 30, but 4K 60 looks really good. Basically, if you really want a smooth looking video, you go for 4K at 60. But if you want a more realistic type of look, kind of like the movies but a little bit faster, then you can go for 4K at 30 frames per second. Now coming back to the camera, the video stabilization was really good. I shoot videos with my phone, so whenever I'm shooting my subject, I can basically do everything handheld and the movements will be very smooth, which was pretty impressive. And for fun, I decided to ride in the car with my phone to really test out the stabilization. And if I'm being honest, it was pretty good, but I feel like most people aren't doing this, so you'll be pretty satisfied. So all in all, I would definitely say that the Galaxy S21 FE has a really good video camera that'll give you some consistently good shots. So if you're someone who wants to shoot content or you just want a pretty good camera, I personally wouldn't recommend it for someone who is shooting content. But if you're just someone who just wants a pretty good camera, then it's definitely got you covered. And also, here's some extra videos that I was able to get. So here's the final question. Is the Galaxy S21 FE a good phone to buy even after a year since it's been released? Well, in my honest opinion, I think that in terms of value, this is still one of the best phones that you can get. So if you are someone who does prefer the S21 FE, it's definitely a phone that you'll be satisfied with, and it's cheaper with quality specs, so that's an added benefit. But there it is, my review on the Galaxy S21 FE after a year of use. And if you guys have any extra questions for me, you can let me know down below in the comment section, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.